between the folk trade.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Sharp Type of TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's not good news you use. I get out of Gito. You ain't thinking nobody's College big dog. We are bringing y'all something from K-Mac, man. Shout out to K-Mac. We finna get into this good content on this. He got this good news reviews. We got this good knowledge. We ain't thinking nobody's College. We finna hear exactly what the OG has to say about the faux trade Gangster Crips being cool with the Neighborhood Crips. I guess historically, that's the issue. You feel me? I ain't gonna say I guess. I know historically, that's the issue. Typically speaking, Gangster Crips and Neighborhood Crips are sworn enemies in this Los Angeles crazy world that we got going on, gang violence and all that. But the faux trade gangsters may have taken another stance against the better wishes of their constituents. So let's see what's going on here. Let's get into it without further ado or don'ts. Let's get into it. Let's go.
The gangsters and the neighborhoods, if you will. And I'm going to try to break that down for you. Let's get off into it.
Welcome to another episode, KM Videos, true story. I keep my ball on, you know what I'm saying?
Are real cool with the Harlem Crips on the west side and the East Coast Crips on the east side. So they have the 430 East Coast thing going. The ROLLIN 60s and the Harlems are really tight. The Harlems are almost like can be seen as the Godfathers. So the 60s and the 30s always had this tight relationship before there was a ROLLIN 60s. And so when they formed, we always was tight. And from my understanding, from what Russell Capers, rest in peace, Talib, had told me, is that he added the ROLLIN to the 30 Harlems to, to signify them being down with and them, having a love for the ROLLIN 60s. So you got the 30-60 thing going on as well. And
that's where the term rich rolling from the 30s to the 100s comes in that right there.
On the west side, the 30s to the 100s are the rollers, but not necessarily the neighborhoods. And then you have the neighborhoods from the 40s to the 100s. And so that's the west side neighborhood car right there, and the west side rolling car right there. Then you got sets like the Raymonds that's down with us, but are not neighborhoods, and they're not gangsters, obviously. And they're not rollers, depending on who you talk to, they never associated with the rollers, but always down with us. We always been down with them, right? Within the neighborhood car, there's always been conflict. That's just something that happens. And because it's too many different sets, and they get out and venture on their own, and different things happen, or you just don't see eye to eye with other communities at some point. But it usually comes back together because we're all family. Now on the east side, the East Coast really come from the Raymond Washington branch, so those are really like the original East Side Crips. Ain't no doubt about it, no way to spin that. East Coast are always looked at as the East Side Crips. Faux trade gangsters are one of the original East Side sets with a street and all that, and a direct descendant of Raymond Washington's crew. And so
so it definitely makes sense for these guys to continue their allegiance to one another, especially if they're all branches off of the same original thing. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they just kind of wanted to stay down with who they was already down with.
The faux trade East Coast friendship has always been A1, and it goes back to the beginning, faux trade East Side, right? So they always been cool. They always had a relation that's been superb. And you have a lot of other East Side sets that claim gangster. And however they run their car, they run their set is that's them. I can't speak to that. But from the West Side neighborhood perspective, we don't look at everybody as gangsters like that. Yeah, they part of the gangster car, but we don't look at them like that. The faux trade gangsters and the A trade gangsters stand out to us. Those are the gangsters, because that's who you're going to get into it with. That's who you're going to have to...
Those are the most aggressive enemies towards the Neighborhood Crips, for sure.
...beef with, but that's also who you always end up having an understanding with. because that's the rival. That's who you're gonna run into. So you're gonna either beef and get out, or y'all gonna have an understanding. Now, the other gangsters, you got 8-7 gangsters, 9-7 gangsters, and so on that don't get along with Hoover. Four-tray gangsters, I'm not gonna speak to that, but I know the four-trays was into it with some Hoovers, probably more so the 5-deuce Hoovers. But in the 90s, in the new Crip module, which was the last module in the Cali jail, you are aligned by the Hoovers and gangsters and neighborhoods. So anybody that got along with Hoover is gonna be on the road with the Hoovers. Anybody got along with...
It's kind of a situation where they place you amongst your constituents to kind of limit issues and safety reasons, because of course, you know, God forbid something happens to you because you from over here and they put you with them dudes from over there. Now it's a problem.
Neighborhood gonna be on the road with the neighborhood. So 4-trays did fall on the tier with the neighborhoods, but it's because of their close alliance, close relationship with the East Coast Crips. Same with the 8.
So that probably puts a lot of issues within the jail system as well too, because now it's like people are seeing what's going on in the jail, and now that's transferring, to what's going on in the streets. It's creating misconceptions. Get out my kitchen, Six. Get out. My bad, the dog is in the kitchen. It creates different alliances and different issues and different things that now spill onto the streets, because the question is going to be, well, how y'all cool with these dudes, how y'all cool with them dudes? And then it goes to, oh, this happened in jail, that happened in jail, I was getting into it with this dude, and this dude stuck up for me, or that dude stuck up for the homies, and whoopty bam this and all that. And then a lot of that was once hate turns into understanding and love.
7s and 9-7s. And the gear gangs. So West LA, Watts, Compton, you know, 8-tray gang, a lot of them dudes, they all on the same tier. On the neighborhood side, it's basically gonna be all neighborhood, whether you east side or west side.
I hear my boom, you know what I'm saying? Running down the street in my 6 truck. I hit front, back, side to side. Put my slow.
And those
Not really sure what that was about, but all right.
that don't get along with Hoover are gonna be on the tier. And so, about the 60s having a close relationship with the East Coast, and the East Coast and 4-tray all being on the same tier, we're gonna be on the tier with those dudes and develop relationships. You have to remember the crack era. The 4-trays was all over. They was on the east side and the west side with dope spots, Third World, Bird Train, other dudes. And so they moved around. When it came to functions, concerts, the 4-tray gangsters gonna come off that east side and come on the west side. So there's always gonna be run-ins and conflict. But through the dope game and through the
The thing too, once some dudes start getting money and slinging that yay, you feel me? 6, shut up. When them dudes start slinging that yay and doing that 1-2 step like Sierra in that dope game, boundaries stop making sense and boundaries stop being respected. You started getting money wherever you wanted to get money at. I ain't over here gangbanging, yeah, this y'all hood, but it's going up over here. Let me get my rock off.
Cycles and car clubs, there's always personal friendships and relationships. Also through YA and the county jail, we develop personal friendships with some of those dudes. So 4-trays and 60s, they do kick it on an individual basis. No, 4-trays don't come to no 6-0 hood day. 6-0s don't go to 4-trays hood day. So it's not like we in bed with those dudes or they in bed with us. You know what I mean? Our run-ins, we bump heads with them often over the time, just based on they trays, they gangsters. Now, when I said that we look at them and the 8-trays as the gangsters, check it out. The 4-trays, one of the scrappies, started gangsters movement. That came from the 4-tray gangsters in the early to mid 90s. That whole gangster movement thing. And then the 8-trays, you know, they really looked at as the gangsters because a lot of the politics with the gangster car, the tray car, run through the 8-tray gangsters and their beef with the west side neighborhoods. And a lot of dudes got along with East Coast, man. People ain't gonna tell you, but a lot of gangsters got along with East Coast for the longest, man. That's just how it is. East Coast was a big, reputable set. A lot of dudes didn't want to go against East Coast. And the East Coast, quite frankly, was just straight cripping. They was about their cripping. A lot of sets.
All right, man, we're going to let y'all catch the rest of this on KMax TV, you feel me? Shout out to KM Video. We finna get up out of here, man. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest is free. I have no agency, it's free. We're gone.
Change the way you walk. Conversations in the bank will probably change the way you talk. I'ma always be right here and I will never leave you lonely. You can rest all of your fears cause I always got it on me. They took me from you once. You showed you was a rock. Speak on my demise, but the devil is a lie. Since blood sin and we only getting higher. See the love in your heart, but your eyes full of fire. See, I used to wonder about you, but I know now. It's Gucci bags when we land, how it go now. Real shit, a real bitch and make you slow down. I beat it up and take a break and go some more rounds and then we go some more rounds. It's gonna always be some rain, so the roads got umbrellas. I'm stressing with the homies in the town with them fellas. Gonna always take them pictures, I'll tell you when to post it. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'd die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'd die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. Baby, keep a secret, she'd die before she tell it. Gotta keep my eyes open. See, I started as a dealer, then I finished as a dealer. I could put you on the beach in the middle of the winter. You and Nina, sister wives, cause this shit can get tricky. Niggas frontin' like a killer, turn that bitch into Matilda. Stepping on these niggas and I came into a feet first. 12 on these Balenci's and these bitches make my feet hurt. Rich nigga problems every day, I live a movie. You could fight in H&M or you could ball with me and look. She asked for a hoodie, so I let her wear the Gucci. Next day when she left, I ain't tripping, she kept the Gucci. It tastes like food, I even had to lick my fingers. And that pussy so good, I had to save me some for later. Diamonds on your neck, see them dancing on your haters. And they talk from the bottom, but you up, you can't hear them. You taking all the pictures, I tell you when to post it. Pistol on me and I'm focused, you ain't tripping, you a hold it. Cause you know them niggas jealous. Yeah, you know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'd die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'd die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'd die before she tell it. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'd die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open.